BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Stewart. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Let's go.
Dropping back, it's Daniels. Quick strike complete. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Jayhawks moving quickly to the line. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on 1st down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that 1st down.
Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Henderson. Taken out of bounds after a good pickup there. They're in striking distance at the 37. And the Jayhawks have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun to give, looking for room. Hard running there. Finds a crease, just plowing ahead. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the 1st down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Dropping back, it's Daniels. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And how about the defense setting the tone in this game? First drive, first mistake made for the offense. Nice job forcing the INT. And how about this? They had 3 last week. They're looking to get 3 again this week.
Forward and finds his man on the left. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll keep it on the ground to the right. And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3 and outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4 and out if they don't Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. BYU right back to the line.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run, and he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
And the Cougars are marching down the field. Back to pass, it's Bachmeier. Looking to buy time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
Well, I know that one falls incomplete, but as the head coach, you got to still love what you've seen from your quarterback early in this game. He's been accurate, in a great rhythm. To start the game 4 for 5, that's pretty good.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. They go to the ground. Maybe a 3-yard pickup there. 3rd and long coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll run the toss. Running into the open space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, it looks like they just flip the ball and everything just magically works. You know why this toss to the left works? Because the wide receivers block. You know, I know you don't say that very often. Most of the time they want to run out, you know, get the glory, catch the ball, but they got to do a good job of blocking. When you toss it on the perimeter, those guys are pivotal for this play to have success. Really good job blocking on the perimeter.
Now improvising. Finds a man on the right. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cougar!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Cougars. The defense putting points on the board.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the quick grab. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? From the gun, running back on the move. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31. The Jayhawks are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Complete on third down. Still on his feet at the 45. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. And the Jayhawks want to move quickly. Leaves it with the back. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
And I'd go back to him again after that first carry, but the defense more ready. They're more alert, dialed into the running back. They're like, listen, we've given up one big play. All eyes on him. Nice job getting the guy on the ground.
They'll try the run. He is going nowhere, and this defense is manhandling this running game on the last couple of snaps. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. It's broken up and almost intercepted on that shot to the end zone. It'll be fourth down.
Looks to me on that deep ball like he was forcing it a little bit. You got to be careful as a quarterback. You're not trying to outduel the other guy who just threw a touchdown pass. You're just trying to win the game. So just execute the plays. The ball goes to who it's designed to go to. If that means you got to turn around and hand it off, then that's what you got to do. But I think on that last deep ball, QB forcing it a little bit.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take another shot here. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. It'll be a draw. There he goes. Dragged down at the 43, but it's a pickup of 10 on that one.
Great timing on the draw play, too, by the coaching staff. It's a down and distance where the defense thinks it might be pass, so you hit him with the draw and get a big gain.
Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give on the inside. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached the break. BYU is on top. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. To the air, it's Bachmeier. Might be looking to run. Quick spin on the run. Brought down at the 26-yard line after a pickup of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
The give to the tailback. Able to make the stop after a gain of 2 to the 22.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Trying play action. Floating away. Grab near the marker. It's Martin. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. He's got his man, makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The give to the back. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the first down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely...
He gets it in! Touchdown, BYU!
Man, I've been really impressed with this offense this first half. Coming in a hostile environment, hostile crowd, man, they haven't given them anything to cheer about. Offense, defense, now up 20-0, and these people are eerily quiet in here.
And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Kansas, 0.
Bringing it out. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, Dave. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, BYU! Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. New Mexico State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Aggie Memorial Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to ULM. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, and really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
The inside handoff. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, Are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him, or do you want to put a smaller DB that...
And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback.
And they'll take over.
Man, that is just great awareness by the big fella up front defensively. He did a good job just reading the quarterback's eyes. He knew where he was going with the football, and he's like, wait, these interceptions, they're not just for the little fast guys. Us big guys can get it done too.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first 2 drives, and they're back to work now. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. They'll say he stepped out of bounds right at the 17.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Toss sweep to the right. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
The closer you get to the end zone, the more you start to bring big bodies on the field, right? The field shrinks. I'm worried about you running the football, particularly up the middle. But how about the offense? Does a nice job tossing the ball on the perimeter, going out there, getting some positive yards, trying to get 7. I think 7 from the field goal.
What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Now on the option. Now the pitch. And the defense knew exactly where that 1st down line was, and they stopped him short. Here comes the field goal unit. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Kick coverage team was ready in their lanes, and he would have been better off just to take the knee in the end zone. Time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Takes the handoff. It's Stewart. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
Breaks into the open. Smashes through the tackle. Touchdown, Cougars! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they built this sizable lead. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. The give is to Williams. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Jayhawks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. The pitch. Spins away from the defense. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Rides the back on the option to give. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
The defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
On the option. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Third down, offense trying to go option, seeing if they can outflank the defense by pitching it, but nothing there. Great penetration up front. The defense looked like they were ready for it, guys, and they're able to come away with a massive negative play.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Got enough for the first down and wants more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. And the Jayhawks come to the line in the hurry-up. Rides to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Well, that changed things a bit. After the penalty, it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to...
He smashes his way through again. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The Jayhawks are on the move.
Black 33, let's go. Set.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Quick stop and play for this timeout from the offense. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
They lost ground on 1st down, now 2nd and goal from the 5.
Blue 22.
Quarterback on the keeper. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. They've gotten right on the cusp of the end zone. They still need 2 yards. Will they try to bang it in with a run or go over the top? They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
White 18, Rocky switch. Check. Blue 42 strong. Blue 42 strong.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win in the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward if they're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
Oh, he's got some space. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and get them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
And the ball is free on the pitch. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. They're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They'll give it to the back. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
To throw, it's Spotmeyer. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but He plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. Hand off from the shotgun. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You've got to give the defense so...
And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kansas! Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off.
Oh, they're faking it. The holder's going to try to throw it. And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash.
Is no good.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside the 15, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Take over. First and 10.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. Fights off a defender. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him, getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short.
Returner runs out of bounds.
They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. The give to the back. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You can tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So the final period starts with a second down play.
Let's go.
From the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And I think this offense ran the football knowing it's in fourth down territory. It's fourth and short. It's go time, almost near midfield. To me, this is green light. I got to stay aggressive. I'm losing, but the situation favors me in fourth and short.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. On the run, it's Martin. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock. And they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Daniels. Escaping. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23.
Man, I've been there before as a quarterback. Sometimes you just wish the game would already be over, right? You've had nothing go your way all game long. You're trailing late. They're still getting sacks. And you just want to go back to the locker room. You want to get in the ice tub and start healing for next week.
They stopped him after a short game. Probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with fourth down coming. Trying to keep the drive alive. He's not going to make it, and what a big stop for this defense, and they might be able to put this thing away.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. They make the stop, give him 3 yards on the carry. Ball's at the 24. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cougars come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Only able to pick up a yard before he stopped, and now it's 4th and 3.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
And it slips just inside that right upright. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
and they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Jayhawks will take over. First and 10.
The Kansas offense returns to the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time David sort of curbed some of the aggressive. There he goes! Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. They'll run the option. Now the toss. Runs through the tackle. Oh, he's got a chance. Turning on the Jets. Knocked out of bounds at the 46 after the good pickup on that one.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
And this defense has to be so disciplined. Like, you just got to understand, I can't all go for the quarterback, and too much attention on the quarterback. We didn't play the pitch really well. That's why this offense is really hard to stop.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Jayhawks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions. It's not just the passing game. It's in the run game with the option, too.